Cancer Alliance of Greater Cincinnati is hosting their annual 5K run and 3K walk. I'm here with Shelly and Diane to tell us a little bit more. First of all, good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, we're happy to have you on. And talk to me about, first of all, when is this race happening?
So the race is next Saturday, September the 21st, and it's at Summit Park in Blue Ash. And registration starts at 8:30, and the walk and the run start at 10 o'clock. But you can register ahead of time at tealpower.org. So teal's the color for ovarian cancer, that's why we're dressed in teal. And we need the power to fight this disease. So tealpower.org, you can register ahead of time.
And you know, you had mentioned that there's also a 3K. So really, if some people aren't big, long distance runners, or 5K is just too much.
You can do whatever you want. Just come out and support our survivors and honor all the lovely women who unfortunately have been taken by this disease and celebrate all the survivors that are there.
And talk to me about this. You mentioned celebrating the survivors. Talk to me about who's going to be there and why it's important to have this recognition.
Well, why it's important is a lot of women don't know about ovarian cancer. 85% of cases are diagnosed in advanced stages, stage 3 and 4, and we really need to raise awareness about ovarian cancer so that we can get an earlier diagnosis. Just like with any other cancers, the earlier a person is diagnosed and gets in treatment, the better their outcomes are, their survival outcomes.
And you had mentioned those preventative measures, that early diagnosis. What do you wish more people knew, or what do you wish more people did?
The signs and symptoms of ovarian cancer, we like to say beat ovarian cancer by knowing the signs and symptoms. B is bloating, E is eating difficulties, feeling full quickly, A, abdominal or pelvic pain, and T, trouble with urination, urgency or frequency. All of those signs and symptoms are very vague, and it really starts with knowing, advocating for yourself, and talking to your physician. From there, we hope that the doctor will order a blood test called a CA-125, and then a transvaginal ultrasound. And together, that hopefully they can decide if they suspect ovarian cancer or not.
So which is why it's important to be having these conversations so that these women can be looking for this and asking these questions.
Absolutely.
One of the most important things also is to know your family cancer history related to ovarian cancer. I mean, that's the simplest thing. So knowing the symptoms, as Shelly said, and being aware of ovarian cancer, but also talking to your doctor about your family cancer history, because the symptoms are vague, and send people to a primary care doctor or a GI doctor or a gynecologist, and they're not always considering ovarian cancer. And that's why, as Shelly said, many delayed diagnoses, because they're ruling everything out before they get there.
And you're not being screened at your yearly exam for ovarian cancer. A Pap test does not detect ovarian cancer, it detects cervical.
So these are really important notes. And talk to me, why are you guys so passionate about this?
Well, we are both survivors. Yes, and we're both stage 3. But we are very lucky, blessed, because we are still here, and many of our teal sisters are not, or they're in active treatment and don't feel well enough to do the things that we're able to do.
Well, thank you so much for coming on here, sharing your story and also transparency on this. And we're going to have all the details for this race that's happening next weekend.
Yes.
We're going to have that all listed for you on our website and our free mobile news app. We're going to have more for you right after this break.